Hey there, like I said here, I've mostly been sharing music with you that I've recorded myself or been involved in, or um, even known the people involved in the music projects. And today I want to share with you a song by Sufjan Stevens. And that song is called Chicago. And if you notice the star on there, I thought that was kind of interesting choice by him.
All things go, drove to Chicago. All things know, we sold our clothes to the state. I don't mind, I made a lot of mistakes in my mind, I drove to New York in a van with my friend. We slept in parking lots. I don't mind, I was in love with the place. In my mind, I made a lot of mistakes. In my mind, you came to take us. All things go to recreate us. All things grow. We had our mindset. All things know. You had to find it. All things go. If I was crying in a van with my friend, it was for freedom from myself and from the land. I made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. You came to take us. All things go to recreate us. All things go. We had our mindsets. All things know. You had to
Well, thanks for joining me again today. I've still been experimenting with different formats for this podcast and with different technology and settings and stuff. So I hope everything's coming through clearly. I try to listen back to episodes after they're published to make sure that they sound okay. And recently I had something that sounded kind of strange on the playback, and I'm not sure if it had to do with the way I had processed it, but if you're experiencing any sort of issues with the recordings, I apologize. Today I want to share something that I wrote a while ago. I don't know exactly how many years ago it was, but I read over it and revised it a bit, and I just wanted to share it with you. And if you have any thoughts or anything, feel free to send them my way. Leave a comment somewhere on the website, cuppa.love, or you can even send a voice message there. You can also do that through anchor.fm if you want to utilize that. The natural world in its most basic existence shows us what life is all about. Before we began paving over so many lands and making things more convenient for the sake of evolving our minds, we learn from the stories of our surroundings. What we've created and now inhabit is a fantasy world. We are ruled by something that is not real. Our status, our wants, our desires, what we can and can't have, are all guided by money. Thankfully, most of the things we can't have are things we don't need, but so many go without because they have no money. And often they have been made poor and destitute by our parasitic institutions. Some see these people as diseased, some see them as subhuman, not even worthy of a better life. Some may say if they wanted a better life, they'd go get a job. Well, it's not that simple. The world doesn't want you when you're destitute and dirty. If you can't wash your clothes, you can't get a job. It's funny how in order to get the things you want, you have to have some of them already. But everyone needs something more. Each of us is looking for that one thing that will make us feel complete. That spiritual thing that will cure our disease, make us not want, make us love, not hate. Many don't realize that the spirit of love is there already. It always has been. It's in and around us and envelops everything that ever was. But we insist on destroying it to try and make it better, ever advancing our technologies. We call it evil and do away with it and forbid others to partake. And then, out of the goodness of our hearts, we decide to preserve a small portion. Maybe it's because we feel bad for destroying so much of it already. Perhaps it is simply to taunt the plebeian masses. Do we think that God cannot see what we've done? We build him temples of wood and stone, yet we debase the true holy temples of our hearts.